Hello, my fellow chatterers. Yeah, so my video cut off before I'd finished. So close, so close. I hit the wrong button as I was trying to film the last book for the TBR. So this is a tiny add-on to finish off the TBR and round off the video. So this will be part 2 of my Magical Readathon TBR. So let me carry on and pretend it's all totally fine and this didn't happen. For the distinguished level of Psionics and Divination, we are studying palmistry. Introducing palmistry. For palmistry, read a second-hand book. So I have lots of options for this one because I have quite a lot of second-hand books. So I could read The Secret Life of Bees, which is on my seasonal shelf and was on my July TBR. I got that one secondhand. That is a possibility. I could also read any of the Zen Cho books I still need to read, which would be the Pure Moon Reflected in Water novella or Black Water Sister. Ooh, that would also work for the word repeating one that we've just done. Interesting. Anyway, could read one of those because I got them both from World of Books, so they are both second-hand books. I could also read Passing, which I need to read if I want to then read The Vanishing Half, and because that was another one that I got off World of Books. Dee also said you can use library books as well, and I'm also going to take that as meaning you can read books that you borrow from other people. So I'm probably going to go with Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson, because this book does not belong to me. This is my brother's book. He was the one who got me into reading Brandon Sanderson. He gave me The Final Empire to read, then did give it back to him, and from then on I have had the Brandon Sanderson journey. This will be a reread for me. I am joining the read along on Gregory LaPerch's channel, along with Greg and Original Greg, aka Channing Over Your Tandem. I'm really excited about rereading Mistborn Era 2 because the final book is coming out, and I'm looking forward to kind of picking up on things I probably didn't pick up before. And what's great about Mistborn Era 2 is, unlike other Sanderson, they're quite small, which is really nice because doesn't feel like you're going to have to, spend all your time reading it. I really enjoy Era 2. I really like the more light-hearted feel to it. Although there are very heavy moments in here, there is a lot of emotion in here, but not so angsty. And I think the female characters in this series are really brilliantly written, all very individual, all very strong, and I have a fave who I think doesn't become other people's fave until the 3rd book, but she was really interesting to me in the 1st book and then became a favourite in this one. But yes, I haven't even started the 1st book yet on the reread. That's the July one. We're reading Ally of Law, but I'm really excited to get to it. So I will definitely be wanting to read this in August anyway. So this works perfectly well for this prompt. And that was the last one. So let's have a little look at what I have gathered so far. I might need to use some placeholders just to demonstrate. So for Poison, possibly The Vanishing Half is kind of what I'm leaning towards at the moment. So I'm going to use this as a placeholder for Vanishing Half. We then have The Art of Illusion, and there's 2 books because we need to do 2 levels for that one. So one was totally lost. Oh, here's my notebook. Bear with me while I just recap with my notes. I'll stop holding this book as well. All pretense is gone. This is the raw footage of me not knowing what I'm doing. Blup, blup. Yeah, so Alchemy, Basics of Poison, possibly Vanishing Half, which Sophia did not like, but I'm hoping I do. And then Art of Illusion, Blurface, one that we don't know anything about. Possibly many, but let's put this one in for now. So that is The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abby DeRay. And then we have one that I've definitely chosen, and that is for mirror image reader book under 300 pages. I have got A Rabble of Drabbles and Doodles by Wen Clark. I then have, nope, it's on this page. Nope, it was on the other page. We then have Spells and Incantations. Oh, and this was the recolor prompt, so choosing a book by its colour. I'm not sure out of these two which I'm going to go for, but let's go for Thursday Murder Club for now because it's got a red spine and red was the colour that I pulled out. So we then have Law, which is, I need just O in Law, ordinary level, and that was a Lady's Regional Anthropology, which was read a book that has the colours of your flag. And for that one I have got Get a Life, Chloe Brown. And then we have the Illusions, Psionics and Divination. So one is Time Theory 1, which I'm putting this in for. This is placeholding only a monster. We then have the really fun prompt of reusing a word. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what one I'm going to do because it depends what I read before, but I'm just going to put the Prey of Gods in as a placeholder. And finally, we have for distinguished level of the Psionics of Divination, we have read a second-hand book, and for that I am going for Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. So what? So the lock-in books are Rabble of Drabble and Doodles, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, Only a Monster, even though I haven't physically got it here, and Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. Everything else is subject to change. We don't really know. I don't really know what I'm going to be reading. But this could be an example. This is like a rough idea of the amount that I'll be reading. So I think it's 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books that I need to read for this. So there we go. This is possibly my Magical Readathon TBR. Subject to change. So let's put these books down. Where are my notes? Here they are. Yeah, so there was 4 definite books and then 4 possibles, and then I might do some character quests if I'm feeling crazy and that I haven't got enough to read, which is unlikely. So that's a possibility. I realise I haven't actually got any middle grade in here, which makes me sad. So maybe swapping things out for middle grade could be something that I do. Oh yeah, what else was I going to talk to you about? Yes, so I have a few options about how I might talk to you guys about how I'm doing as August goes on with what I'm reading. So what I did in April is I did a weekly wrap up where I spoke about what the books I've been reading, what I've been starting, and kind of how they link to which different prompts in the Magical Readathon. Another thing I'm thinking of doing is, because I can't vlog, but I quite like the idea of it, was doing just lots of little shorts. So doing like a short, I've just finished this book, I'm now going to go on and read this one for this prompt sort of thing. Or maybe even just doing review, actually physically doing a video review dedicated to each book that I read for the Magical Readathon, and talking about its prompt, and then talking about which one I'm going to read next to kind of keep you updated. So those are some ideas I've got of how I'm going to kind of talk about the Magical Readathon and just generally be excited about it throughout the month of August. Any of those sound more exciting to you than any others? I'd really love the feedback. As much as I'm like, I am the creator, I want to put out this, I really enjoy chatting with you guys, and I really want to kind of keep going with the relationship between the viewer and the creator and get your input into what I'm putting out, so that we can keep conversations going. And if something works better for you, you're watching this, great, I want to also cater to your needs as well, because I'm very happy to kind of like just chat in whatever form you prefer. So please let me know which one of those you think would be most interesting to do. Also, chat to me about anything else. Are you doing this readathon? Are you doing a different readathon? Any books that you absolutely cannot wait to read in August? Any of these books that you would prefer me to read out of all the ones I've mentioned? any ones you've read and think are amazing that you think I'll like or think I won't like. Always love a chat, as you know, and happy reading, everyone.